Hi everyone. I just woke up from a nap and I have been thinking about what St. Luke wrote in his book, Luke chapter 19, verse 1 to 10, about a man who was very short and he was very desperate to see Jesus. So he had to climb on a very tall tree so that he could see Jesus. The Bible said this man was not a poor man, he was a very rich man. Now, some people say that money answers to everything. Money doesn't answer to everything because this man was very rich, but yet he was desperate to see Jesus. And I begin to ask myself, why was he desperate to see Jesus? And why did he have to take that risk to climb on a very tall tree just to see Jesus? And I begin to imagine myself. I begin to imagine that, okay, this is the short man, this is Zacchaeus, inside the crowd of very tall people, and the things he was hearing. Oh, Jesus is a great man, he's a great teacher, he's a miracle worker, he's this, he's that. All the testimonies he heard, all the things that he heard from the mouth of others about Jesus. So he heard, but he wanted to see. He was desperate to see the things he heard about Jesus. He said, who is this man? I want to see this man. He was very desperate to see this man. So he had to take risks. So I'm even just imagining myself, a very short stature person, climbing a tree. Well, that tree must have many branches for him to climb. I don't know. So that he could gain some balance. But he climbed this tree and then he wanted to see Jesus. And then Jesus spotted him on the tree and he said, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down because today I'm coming to your house. Now Zacchaeus, with his money, he began to tell Jesus, he said, I give half of my goods to the poor. If I take somebody's thing, I make sure I return the thing back to the person. So to him, this was righteousness. To him, this was good. Anyway, to a level, that was good and that was righteousness. He was a rich man. He does good things. But there is something he was missing. There is something he was missing. Jesus replied to him, today is salvation come to you and your household. I don't know that thing you have and you think that is all you have, that is all you need. There is something else that you need, and that thing is called salvation. There is something else you need. I don't know how desperate are you to see Jesus. You have been hearing about him. How desperate are you to see him? How desperate are you to experience his goodness? I mean real goodness. How desperate are you to experience his abundant life? Not just this kind of life that you and I have, not a life that the world have. How desperate are you to see Jesus? It is time for you to take that risk, like Zacchaeus took the risk. Your height should not hinder you. Nothing should hinder you. If you are desperate, you must find a way. You must find a way to see Jesus. You must find a way to dwell with Jesus. You must find a way to experience him, to see him. And I tell you, he will not pass you by. He will not pass you by. Christ will answer present in your life so long as he sees your efforts, no matter the hindrances. So do not think you have arrived with what you have. There is something else that you need. In salvation, there is still plenty that you need to know and to enjoy in this life. And when you get it, you will never regret it. How desperate are you to see Jesus? How desperate are you to dwell with him? How desperate are you to dwell in his presence? How desperate are you for him to lead you all the days of your life? How desperate are you? In salvation, there is divine health. In salvation, there is freedom. In salvation, there is light. In salvation, there are many more.